And this is another type of situation where actually doing some type of role play or using some of these questions and asking other people, you'd get a feel and a sense for, how these questions can work in an actual conversation. Does anybody use, maybe not these questions, but does anybody have a favorite question that they ask people when they're networking with them?
I usually ask people if they were tasked with giving a speech with 5 minutes notice and they had to speak for 30 minutes, what topic would they choose?
Okay, very good. That's an interesting question. And so when you've used that, can you remember an example that somebody gave you in terms of what they would talk about?
Yes, one was rabbits, and I remember that because it was also my answer. And then someone told me concrete.
Okay, all right. And so the follow-up questions, wow, that's interesting. Why would you talk about rabbits, right? And now you're going to tell me you raised rabbits and, whatever you're going to tell me, I'm going to learn more about you. Yeah, that's a great example. So.
Jody asked, what did you want to be when you were young?
Yeah, that's a good question. And obviously I don't know quite how to phrase this. I'm guessing, maybe is the best way to say it. I'm guessing what most people thought they were going to be when they were 8 or 9 or 10 or 12 years old is not what they are today, right? But
yeah, it's rare.
It's rare.
Yeah,
right.
Some people do, but it's probably
Yeah.
less than 10%.
Yeah, well, in fact, just a quick fact to kind of validate that. I had the honor of presenting a career management seminar to the Princeton Alumni Association, and there were 400 people in the room. And I said, I want you to stand up if the current role, the current job that you're doing is directly related to your undergraduate minor or your undergraduate major. About 40 people stood up out of 400. So most people got some degree when they're in college, and now they're doing something that's not even related to their degree, which is kind of the same thing. It just, most people just, we have dreams as kids. We're dreamers when we're kids. And so let me go back here. So any other?
Well, Vern, we're also dreamers at a young age, but with a limited scope on what's possible.
What's possible and what our real skills will be as we develop those skills over the next 10 to 15, 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So